Mixer alert.
Okay. I don't have anything on anything else yet. Let's see here. Oh, got a live notification for Facebook. So we're getting there.
Alright, YouTube's up.
Yep, I saw that.
Alright, you ready then?
I am ready.
And greetings, citizens of the internet. I'm Static Buzz, and with me, as always, is Oz over there. How we doing, Oz?
Oh, doing good. Still at home.
Yeah, we're still at home. I gotta fix the overlay because it still only has one Z in your name.
Yeah, well, it's been that way for a while now. I assume others just assume it's 1Z now.
One Z, two Z's. It's whatever. So what games you been playing while you've been on lockdown here?
I went back to Red Dead Redemption, and now I've been doing some Red Dead Online. I picked up XCOM Chimera Squad. I haven't played that yet. I just installed it.
Nice.
So, yeah, hopefully I can see how, if they fixed the aiming issue or not.
You mean like the 99% chance to hit and they miss?
Yeah, like when you're when you're on the opposite side of a barricade and you're like right in their face, and it's like, 99% chance to hit, and then all of a sudden your guy's just like bang, and you're like, what? I had a 1% chance to miss.
You had a 99% chance of hitting the sky. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, that's what it was. So hopefully they fix that. But yeah, I'll probably do a video on that tomorrow or something. Just do a. But yeah, that's about it. I put down the Division for a little bit. I was kind of getting burned out on doing that. So yeah, I was beating the hell out of the Division. So
yeah, I needed to take a break from that too. But I didn't play as much as you did. I've been playing Persona 5 Royal, of course, and Sakura Wars, and a game called Dragon Quest Builders 2, which I don't know why I'm digging that game, but I am. I got it like at the bargain bin at Target. I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick it up. I liked the first one. It was alright, but... And yeah, so here I am building my little town, and next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. It's like, what?
What? Yeah, I know that feeling.
So, alright, so for people who don't know what this is the Gaming Watch Weekly Show number 32 for May 3rd, 2020. And what this is we give you guys all the gaming news from the past week so that you guys can go into the new week with all that information and know what's going on and get caught up and all that good stuff. The first story we got, and we got quite a bit today, is Summer Game Fest announced. So they released a video. Jeff Keighley released a video, I guess, and they announced Summer Game Fest. And in the video it said, and it broke it up pretty well. I had like videos of video games and stuff, and they broke it up, and it said like, this summer, the entire gaming community comes together. And then they showed some more like tidbits for a season of digital news. More video, in-game events, more video, player content, more video, and more. But
Wow.
So from the creator of Home, which I don't know what Home is, but across...
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I think that's Jeff Keighley, but he's the guy who hosted the Video Game Awards. That he's not doing that anymore, I guess.
Okay.
So from the creator of Home, across 4 months, Summer Game Fest. Played the future May through August 2020. Jeff Keighley is behind this, so it could be good. There's a website if you guys want to go check it out. www.summergamefest.com. And what this looks like is they're going to be revealing a bunch of, games, footage, and stuff like that, and having in-game events, and who knows? I mean, it's something that I'm going to keep my eye on to see exactly what they're doing, but it's kind of interesting. He's going from hosting the video game awards to doing a 4 month thing of video games. That's a long spread of time too. So it's not like, oh, we got a week, we got a night. It's it's 4 months. So yeah, I don't know if you caught that when it came out or not.
No, I think that one went by. I caught some of the other ones that I had pointed out that I was excited about. So
you mean like the next one? If you want to go ahead and jump into that.
sure. So announced last week was a new Assassin's Creed. It's called Valhalla, which you're gonna play as a leader of a Viking clan, and it is set to come out in, from what it says on here, holiday 2020. So around the corner-ish. It's going to be a lot like the Odyssey, from what I'm reading, to where it's going to have a RPG-ish feel to it as compared to some of the previous ones where they were less RPG related. So this one's going to be more RPG related. It's taking place where England and the Vikings are coming to a head, which is cool. Your character, I think it's the first one where you get to be either a male version or female version of the said character. Now in Odyssey, it was you played the brother or the sister. In this one, it's either you play a female clan leader or the male clan leader, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it takes place what it looks like between 860 and 900 AD, so way back. So what was curious to me is this is before the Creed is established. So again, you should be able to run around and lay waste to people and not have to worry about desynchronizing because there is no Creed. So I'm curious why.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know about that part. I know even in Odyssey, if you killed too many citizens, it would...
Too many, but, like in the other ones, you noticed where you started destabilizing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's kind of interesting that we're going this far back now.
So
the video was really cool.
Yeah, did you see the follow-up video where they had the game devs in there and they were talking about features and stuff? So
I know you can dual wield in this one, which is awesome.
Yeah. So you can dual wield axes, and they even went as far to say you could dual wield shields, which is hard to say. But then they started talking about settlements, and I guess you're going to have settlements. You'll be able to build them up and be like, and I don't know if they're going to be multiple settlements or just the one or what. But that sounds interesting. And
yeah, it was like barracks, a tattoo parlor, all of that stuff, that Vikings had. And you get to build them, run them, and go out on raids, which is pretty cool too. So, yeah, I am definitely looking forward to this one. As they've went to that more RPG-esque role, I've kind of liked them more and more. So, I know some people are like, I'm tired of the RPG feel, but it's like, that's what's selling. So
well, and they're probably the vocal minority because, like, I liked it when they went to Origin and they changed it up in Origin. I liked it, and then when they even went further in the iteration with Odyssey, I thought the Odyssey was a better system altogether. So yeah, I'm interested to see what goes on with this one. They're also going to have it where you can build up your Vikings and share them online. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I saw that you can share raids online, so I don't know if it's like if you're doing a raid and I'm online, you can share it. Maybe you could share it with me and I could come in and raid with you.
No, I don't know. I think it's more like, I don't know if you played Dragon's Dogma where you had your characters and you could put them out there so people could use them. And I think it's more like that, but... Yeah, it's going to be hard to tell until we get it.
Co-op-ish.
I didn't get that feel from it because they said share your Vikings type of deal. So, like, you build up your Vikings and you can share them. Now, how that works until Holiday 2020. Now, I think their wording of Holiday 2020 means that this is going to be a launch title for the next gen.
Maybe. I don't know.
I get that
As long
feeling.
as it comes to PC right away, I'm okay. I don't know how quickly I'm going to jump into the next gen consoles. So
Yeah, it'll be coming to PC. And if you get it on PC, then I'll probably get it on PC so we can share our Vikings. So yeah, that's
yeah.
the way.
But yeah, that was a bit of good news coming out about this one. It did note that the collector's edition is going to be $200. So,
But it's gonna have a
yeah.
statue of the female
Female, yeah, she's carrying
Ivor,
the shield.
Avor,
Yeah,
however you
I
pronounce
didn't.
it.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the Viking names. They're kind of really hard to say.
I think it's Ivor or Avor, but I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure. Yeah, that it'll be interesting to see what's in that collector's edition.
It already showed what will be in it. I may or may not. I don't know. Depends if it's really good or not.
Yeah,
But I will definitely play the game.
oh, I'm gonna play the heck out of it. You know that. I put
Yeah,
hundreds of hours into Odyssey. All
I
right.
put in a lot into Odyssey as well. Yeah.
So the next one is more of a call to action. I don't know what you want to call this, but you have 2 more days to get your free games from Uplay. So between May 1st and May 5th, Assassin's Creed 2, Rayman's Legend, and Child of Light, they're all free on Uplay. So go and grab them. It's really all this one was. It's not that long of a article. I just figured that they didn't really do a good job of advertising this, in my opinion. But go to Uplay and get your free games, and if you haven't played them, play them.
I already got them, so. But yeah, I got them when they came out. But yeah, I mean, there's so many. Almost every developer or publisher out there has been putting out a lot of free games. So with people staying home, you can't really be bored. So you know, there's always something new to play, or old that's been given out for free that you may or may not have touched. I mean, I think Watch Dogs was free for a little while from Uplay, I thought. But whatever. I mean,
Epic, I think it's. Yeah, I have that on one of those. I don't. It might be Uplay. I've been playing Watch Dogs 2.
Oh, have you?
During
you back to it?
Yeah, I figured I'd never beat it, so I went back in, and I'm probably an hour to 2 hours past where I was before, so I'm making progress on it, and I still got to go do the Zodiac Killer quest though. That's the only one that I haven't done.
That was the one out of all of them, that was one I really liked, was the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah, and I like the outfit you get for doing it, so I got to go do it.
Yeah, but all in all, I was still disappointed in that one. So I'm hoping this next one's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Who knows? Though? Who knows?
I liked it more than I liked the one before, but you liked, what was his name? Aiden.
Oh yeah. I liked the darker side of the first one, and the second one was too light and teenager-ish feeling, and just didn't quite. I mean, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I will probably play it again. Just not like, oh my god, it was the best game. No, the first one was way better.
So you know what was a turning point for me was, and I think you kind of had a similar experience. Is I was playing it like a hacker, and then I watched the movie John Wick because I just wanted to go back and watch it. Because there's like this whole John Wick is actually Neo in the Matrix theory going on. I don't know if you've heard that. But anyway, so I watched John Wick again to see if I could see any hints that maybe that was the case. And then afterwards I was like, you know what? I'm just going to play this like I'm John Wick. And I went in and just started waylaying everybody. And I was like, this is so much easier. So much faster. It's like, I just... Done. All right, let's go. So that was a turning point for me. And I think you had like a similar thing maybe. Maybe it was you or maybe it was somebody else.
Well, for me, for the first one?
For Watch Dogs 2.
Oh, the second one? I don't know. I just really didn't enjoy the main story of it. I mean, that's all it was for me. But on a side note, the next John Wick's been put on hold. So that means the Matrix 4 is going to be coming out before the next John Wick.
Because they're supposed to come out on the same day.
Yeah, that's not going to happen now.
And that's not going to happen, which kind of made people think even more so that there was a tie-in with the two, because why would you release 2 Keanu Reeves movies on the same day? But I guess now it doesn't matter.
Nope, doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID-19.
So I'm wearing my Star Wars shirt. don't know if you could tell. This is R2D2.
Oh, no,
You're not, but
No.
it's for May the
No.
4th, which kind of ties into our next story. If you want to go into that.
Yes. So Fortnite is doing another limited release of the Star Wars loot on May the 4th. So lightsabers, costumes, and all that will be available today, the 4th, and the 5th. So unfortunately, I don't play Fortnite, but if you guys do, go and play it. I guess the only thing that they were saying that was not out there was like the white stormtrooper, but you can get Rey and
Kylo
and all of those other ones, and lightsabers.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sith Trooper, the red Sith Trooper. But yeah, I just don't play. I played it once and don't really much care for Fortnite, but I know a lot of people do like it, so just thought I'd throw that out there.
If I had a crew to play with, I might play it more, but yeah, playing randos and that not really my thing. So yeah,
No. Yeah, that's
it's
how I
still
feel
going
about it.
strong. It's still going strong.
It is very strong. So
All right, on to the next. Trials of Mana demo unlocked to give full game. So the demo has since been removed from Steam, but people figured out how to unlock the full game from the demo. So they got the demo and they hacked it somehow to get the full game. So it'll be interesting to see if Square re-releases the demo in the future or not, but this is not the first time this has happened. Detroit Become Human. There's been some other games that have done this. It's like, do you guys not test this stuff? What are you doing?
my thing is, don't release something on Steam that has the ability to somehow be unlocked. I mean, if you're releasing a demo, it needs to be cut and actually
Just the demo.
It's a separate game all on its own, but it's just like a part of it, you know.
Yeah.
When you release the whole thing and you're like, I'll put in a hard stop here, a hacker's gonna figure out a way around that.
Yeah.
And you're asking for trouble if you do that, you know. Save yourself some heartache and make some money off of your IP by, you know, releasing a true demo, not the full game. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The other thing is now the demo is probably out there.
Oh yeah.
And you could
yeah,
probably
it's out-
download the demo and get the full version by unlocking it if you really wanted to.
Probably.
It's like
Probably.
you
It's
gotta
like, why?
you gotta take the proper steps when they're the first steps, you know, because if you take them 10 steps down the road, somebody's gonna go back to your first steps and you're already done.
Yep.
It's just
Very true. So yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that, but who knows?
yeah, I don't know. You think we're gonna get a demo for the game that's the next story, or just gonna be full release when it comes out?
Release when it's ready.
Go ahead with it.
Okay, so Cyberpunk 2077 has an 18 plus rating that was leaked in Brazil, and the lead developer says we don't fuck around, you know, with illicit drugs, intense sexual relations, suicide, cruelty. It's the whole package. So
Dang.
just that snippet alone, everyone should have known. And
Yeah.
in here, there is a tweet, and he was like, are you guys surprised? It's like, and in the tweet, it's just a long list of things that you can do in the game. And I'm like, no, I'm not surprised. I mean, look at this game. It just the mantis claws alone, you can decapitate somebody. So no, but yeah, it's again another piece of information put out there going, yeah, the Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be extremely violent.
Yeah,
You
adults only. So
Well, I mean, it's Cyberpunk, so what do you expect? You know, it's in that genre. But, I mean, I put in the whole article, but basically the gist of it is when they were in Brazil, it was accidentally put out there. the company hasn't said anything to recant or argue with it, other than the lead dev had put out a tweet saying, "Are you surprised?" and listed off, drug use, sexual this, cruelty, suicide, blah blah blah, and at the end it's like, yeah. So if you're not 18, you might not want to play.
Or watch.
Or me, when I was younger, I didn't really follow any of that stuff because it really was never enforced. So,
I don't know if it's enforced these days or not.
Some places you still can get. Yeah, they check to make sure you're old enough to buy the game, I think.
Yeah, but like in my case, my son, he's 16, and if I get a game digitally for my Xbox, he automatically gets it. I don't think, and because certain games that I thought he should be able to play, he couldn't without me making him an adult on the family settings. So everything I get, he can play, and he's 16. At this point, he knows right from wrong, so...
Yeah, well, it's one of those things. But, again, it just goes to show that CD Projekt Red solely makes games for adults, as we've seen with The Witcher and stuff like that. It's very vulgar and stuff like that. This is no exception. It's gonna be for adults, but it's gonna be a great game. Nonetheless, I'm looking forward to it very much. Like, that is like way up on my list. Like, I wish I had it now.
You and me both. I want that game. All right.
Yes.
So this one will play a part into one of our later segments.
Yes.
Two-form authentication required when claiming free games on Epic Games Store. So on April 28th, Epic posted on their news blog, beginning today and ending on May 21st, we will periodically require two-form authentication prior to claiming free games on Epic Games Store. We are making this change in an effort to encourage our players to take steps to strengthen their Epic account security. If you do not have two-form authentication enabled on your account, you will see the following message when attempting to claim your free games. Two-form authentication required. Claiming this free game requires you to have two-form authentication, blah, blah, blah. In order to enable two-form authentication, please head over to your Epic Game account settings. Two-form authentication can be used to help protect your account from unauthorized access. We understand that this is a minor inconvenience for some, but we want to provide the best possible solution to protect your Epic account. Now, for those that don't know what two-form authentication is, it's either you get a program on your phone or you have a key fob like I got for WoW here. Yep, there we go. And what it does is it provides you with a number that's a temporary number.
Yep.
It lasts 60, 90 seconds, depending on the device or the program and what they have set up there. And when you put in your password, username, password, and then it comes up and says, hey, I need your two-form authentication code. You go to that, you type it in, and it lets you in. It adds an extra layer of security because without that or without your phone and the app, somebody else can't get into it without some serious hacking into the company that provides the two-form authentication, I would think.
Yeah, you'd have to pull off a pretty successful man in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that stuff's encrypted in transit, so probably
yes.
be all right there. You'd have to actually go to the company and reroute the passcode to yourself or something.
So, like with these, you have to have the number, the unique identifier on the back, which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
Because it's now on your phone with the app, then I'm not sure how that one really encrypts up, but I'm pretty sure it's still a unique digital number assigned to this. So.
Yeah, when you sign up for your account, it gives you that, and so.
But so again, you have to pull off a really good man in the middle to do that. You would have to clone the phone or somehow and get the same text or something.
Yeah, it's required. Yeah, it would not be easy. So, anyways, it's good to have it for everything you use. What was the yellow one you had there for?
So this one is for Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Okay.
And then this one
For
this is
WoW.
my yeah, I got it at
Blizzard.
the first BlizzCon. Yeah, first BlizzCon I ever went
Oh,
to.
I had to order mine because I've never gone to a BlizzCon, but mine's a World of Warcraft. So yours is just a Blizzard one then?
It's for my whole Blizzard account. Actually, it's Diablo's on it because it's the year
Okay,
that they
yeah.
announced the second Diablo.
Yeah, it's for all of my. It's for
Yeah, it's
all
for
my
all
Blizzard
of them.
stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah. So if you want those epic free games, you're gonna have to sign up for two-form authentication. It sounds like it's not difficult. Just some steps you got to take, and I guess they're not free anymore.
Maybe
But
a minute to
Minute?
do. I mean, it's one of those that I was like, yeah, makes sense. So anymore, if they offer it, I just sign up for it because if you're like me, so for like I don't know, say I'm playing the Division and I use real world money in to purchase things, so it's like okay. So now I just assign my credit card to it. So yeah, I don't like so that's why you would want the two factors.
Yes.
Okay. Now you have something that's personal that is assigned to it. So yeah.
yeah,
It's a
I've
good
got everything important, bank accounts, all that kind of stuff. You should have TFA on there.
Yep.
So
100%
so
agree.
speaking of epic, go ahead and jump on the next one.
Yeah, so COVID-19 strikes again. The Epic has canceled the Fortnite World Cup for 2020. So there will be no World Cup. All competition is going to remain online at a distance. Basically, they said there's no way they can bring everybody together safely and maintain the CDC protocols. So for the sake of everyone's health and whatnot, no World Cup this year for Fortnite. So yeah, again, I don't I don't play Fortnite, but I hate to see yet another video game conference being canceled due to this.
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of people
I-
looking forward to it, and it's bad that they're not going to get
I
to see it.
mean, Blizzard has put it out there that they may cancel it this year. I was talking to my brother. He said if it happens this year, he's not going. I said I will still go to BlizzCon this year if it is being held. If not, then hopefully they'll do something virtually. But
Yeah, they'll still
it's one
do
of
the
those things
virtual
that
ticket. I'd like
Yeah.
to see them expand on the virtual ticket and maybe like let you play some game demos or something through it.
And if they cancel it this year, which they're kind of leaning towards, they may.
Well, they might
It's
cancel
not-
the physical one, right? The in-person one.
That's not been canceled yet. Not
Right.
yet.
But if they do, they might
Yeah.
still go with the virtual.
Yeah, they might. I don't know. It's hard to say because then they still got to get all of the employees together and whatnot. And again, that's violating the social distancing. Now, again, that usually doesn't happen till around Halloween, early November. So we should be in the clear by then. That's why they're still on the fence about it.
Right.
So,
Well, everything's pointing towards beginning of next month. This whole social distancing, everything is going to go bye-bye. But until it happens, we don't know.
see, again, that's a gaming topic, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. I don't know when they're going to do all that. All I know is this damn thing keeps taking its chunks out of what's going on in the gaming community, so it kind of sucks.
Taking the good stuff, man. It's taking a lot
Yeah,
of
man,
good stuff.
it's the end of what most gamers revolve around is watching these, either attending them or virtually. So it sucks.
Yeah, indeed. Well, one thing that's not getting canceled because it was never planned until recently is Xbox Series X games to be shown on May 7th. So a tweet from the official Xbox account said the following: "You want to see games for the Xbox Series X? We want to show you games for the Xbox Series X. Check out first look next gen gameplay from our global developer partners with Inside Xbox on Thursday, May 7th at 8 a.m. Pacific." What's PT? It's not Pacific.
PT?
It's not Pacific Standard.
Yeah. No, it's Pacific time, I think.
Why isn't it PS?
I don't know.
Pacific
I have
Standard
no
Time.
clue.
I don't know. Whatever. PT. Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna definitely be watching that for sure. Definitely interested in what happens then. A lot of people are considering this to be the start of next gen because we're actually going to see some gameplay. I will say the beginning of next gen starts when you can pre-order the consoles.
I would agree with that statement.
And if they say, hey, you can start pre-ordering the consoles on May 7th, then okay, it starts then. But if they don't, it's just hype to get us there.
It's a little too soon to be putting in orders for it just yet. I mean, we still don't have... We got some of the hardware, but we don't have everything yet. So it's hard to say. I would still think it'd be a few months out before we put in hard orders for Xbox and PlayStation. And neither one has been leaning towards, giving us any of that yet. So it's hard to say. I would like to know, just so I know which one to order.
Yeah.
I'm still up in the air on which one I want to get.
Well, Here's the thing, though. The PlayStation 5 is pretty much came out and said they're not sure that they're going to be a full run of production consoles when they first come out. There might be a limited run of them. I don't know why they said that. They didn't say it was COVID. They didn't say it was manufacturing. They just said that. So Xbox has said the opposite. Probably. But the Xbox Series X and Microsoft, they haven't said anything like that. They're like, no, we're good to go. So
good. Oh, that might be the way to go then, unfortunately. But like I said, I've been PlayStation for a while. So I do flip-flop back and forth every once in a while. So maybe it's time to go back to PlayStation or Xbox.
I'm gonna get both of them. So
yeah, I can't justify getting both of them when I spend 90% of my time on the PC. Mm-hmm. I could justify maybe the PlayStation or the Xbox and maybe the Nintendo Switch because I do travel for work. But that would be my justification for that. I couldn't go, oh yeah, I want the Xbox as well because most games are going to overlap. So
I feel you there, but for me, I spend most of my time on consoles.
Yeah, so. I prefer the PC.
You play a lot of shooters though, so.
Yeah, and it really wasn't that way in the beginning. It was it's MMOs and RPGs, but as RPG and shooter starts to mix, then it's like, well, okay, it's a shooter with a story, so I'm good as long as it has a story.
Yeah, well, I think this next gen more than the current gen is gonna be more even in terms of exclusives. Like everybody will say that PlayStation had more of the at least better exclusives on their platform in the last gen, or current gen, the gen we're in now. You had God of War, you had Persona, you had, I could go on, Last of Us, Horizon Zero Dawn. It just lots and lots and lots of them.
Yeah.
And you can't really say the same for the Xbox, but the Xbox Microsoft went out and they bought a lot of studios, so those studios are working exclusively for them on next gen titles. So I think it's going to be a little more even. Maybe not 50-50, but at least 60-40 or something, but
yeah. God of War still hasn't come to PC. The Last of Us still hasn't. So
Horizon Zero Dawn is.
Yes, that one is, but again, I think all of them should at some point, But that's just me.
I think so too. I think it should be like a year afterwards or something. I mean, they want to keep making the money, right? So they should, after the initial run of them has gone off on the consoles and they stop selling, be like, okay, let's put it on a PC, or we're thinking about discounting the price to $20, which they've done on a lot of these. Well, why don't you put it on PC first? Then, after it's done its thing on PC, then take it down to $20. I think you'd probably make more money that way than reducing it to $20 on the PlayStation and then a year after that putting it out on PC. It's like, well,
Grand Theft Auto 5, it's still being sold at full price. If you go to Steam or wherever, I think even if you get it on the Rockstar launcher, it's still full price. So it just goes to show that you don't got a discount. I mean, when they moved Red Dead Redemption over, they re-released it, so you got the pre-order stuff. So that I missed out on the PlayStation, I got on the PC version because I did pre-order it. So I was like, yes, god damn it, I got it. But it was like, okay.
Why didn't you pre-order it on the PlayStation? What happened there?
Because I saw it and I was like, I have time, and I got busy with traveling and work and whatnot, and it was kind of like the Assassin's Creed Origins. I did not get to pre-order that one because I was in Canada, and every time I wanted to pre-order it, it was kicking me over to a Canadian site and it was and I was like, god damn, I can't do it. So as soon as I got it back in the States, I ordered it, but it was already after it had released. It's just one of those things where that there's only a few games I've ever done that on, but those were the two that stick out in my mind. But yeah, so when it came to PC, I was like, yep, I now have the pre-order bonus. So
yeah, I feel you there. So you're still undecided on which console to go with, huh?
I'm leaning towards the PlayStation only because I know I like the PlayStation. I like the releases. So The Last of Us, God of War. My wife prefers the PlayStation as well. So that's probably what I'll end up with. I just don't like the idea if they're going to do a limited run. That's kind of shitty. I don't like that idea at all. If you're going to do it, do a full run. Just do it.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking is behind that. It might be limited product, the chipsets or something not available. Who knows, because of the the COVID stuff. There might be something behind it. They didn't really go into it, and it was more of an offhanded statement than anything. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna have less and this is why, and it wasn't even like that. It wasn't even like an announcement. It was just kind of like they were in an interview and they just kind of, well, yeah, we're probably gonna have a limited run, and then they moved on to other things and they didn't say much about it.
Yeah, kind of. But we'll see. Maybe they will do a full run. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm really not one for pre-ordering consoles, but after what I experienced last time, I kind of gonna do it this time around, because I had to go to like 4 different stores to get my PlayStation 4 on the day it released. And I walked into Sears, who doesn't sell stuff like that anymore, and there was a guy who had like 6 of them in his cart walking out, and I was still fortunate enough to get one because they still had like 8 left, but people buying up like 6 of them on the pre-order stuff and selling them on eBay because they know that they're causing a shortage with what they're doing and they can sell them for more. Just irks me.
Yep.
Irks me.
Well, they do that with BlizzCon tickets. So because BlizzCon releases a set amount, because they can only fit so many people in the arena or the convention center, and so people buy the max amount they can, and then they put them up. And there's been years that I hate to say it, but I did, because I wanted to go that year because it was an announcement year or whatever, that I bought them from a scalper on wherever. Yeah, so but luckily the past couple of years I haven't had to. So
all right, so the next one is about another thing that got canceled, but looks like it's going to be going all digital. Go ahead and run with that.
Yep. GDC Summer is an all-digital event, which we have talked about previously, I think. We have been continuously reviewing the best way to serve the game development community over the past few months. As the world continues to adapt to developments, while we very much look forward to meeting again in person as soon as possible, we are moving forward with the plan to transform GDC Summer into an all-digital event in order to best serve the community. So, that is another one that hopefully can make a good, smooth transition from being in person to being digital. But at least it's something to look forward to. I mean, when the big fish decided they weren't going to do it this year, there was nothing. It was just, we're not doing it. Sorry. There's no digital option. Yeah. Like when E3 and all of them decided to cancel.
I think that's where the Summer Game Fest will help fill that void a little bit.
I hope so, because it's one of those things where our gaming world revolves around certain events. You know, E3 being one of the major ones, because that's usually when a lot of titles get announced. And then at like PAX and other ones, you get either more information or releases as well. So, and I haven't heard anything on what's happening with any of the PAX, East, West, South. I don't know what's going on with those either.
Me neither.
So this is kind of a bit of light, you know, that hey, there's something to look forward to.
In August, yeah.
In August, but you know, hopefully by August, people are going to start meeting in person again.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to allow conventions and stuff right after they open everything up. I think there's going to be like a unfolding of, okay, we've done this. You can go to restaurants, you can go out, you can hang out with people, and then eventually get to larger and larger things where you're going to concerts again and things. But I don't think that's anytime soon.
Yeah, that's just they're gonna do that to try to prevent a second wave. So I get it. It's just, it really has wreaked havoc on a lot of things that I do, you know. So it's
and things like, we wanted to do.
Yeah, and now it's just like, all right, stuck at home again, being bored, playing video, which I enjoy doing. But it's like, I would like to go do something else every once in a while.
When you feel like that's your only choice, though, you're like, man, I want to go do something else.
Again, yeah. I mean, when it's my only choice, it's like, this is no longer fun. So yeah.
I think that's the main thing with people. When you have something and you take it away, it amplifies that you can't do it anymore. Where, you know, we can still play games and everything, so that's normal. But now that we can't go do this, we can't go do that, it amplifies. Oh, I can't go watch that movie that I wanted in the theaters and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something as simple as going to the movies. You know, you can't do that now. It's like, I haven't heard anything about movies coming out because they're postponing them all. You know, so it's like,
some of them went straight to streaming. I don't know if you saw those.
Yeah, I saw that. You know. But it's like, really? I mean, I don't know. I just am not enjoying this whole thing where it's like, you saw those memes where it's like gamers are like, oh, social distancing, I've been doing that forever. It's like, but we did it by choice. We did it by choice. Understand? You know, we are slightly social, but this isn't by choice.
And not all of the gamers are antisocial. I mean...
No, I'm a fairly social gamer. I mean, through work and extracurricular activities, I'm fairly social. But, you know, I can also blow 8 hours in front of a computer and go, oh, damn, I didn't know I was doing it for 8 hours, you know? As I get the evil eye when I come out of the office. So, yeah, it's like, okay. But... you know, it's just one of those things. As a gamer, you lose track of time. So
that's part of the immersion, right? Is not having to worry about that time.
A lot of people don't really realize that. Like, I've tried explaining it to my sister or my parents. Like, you get pulled in, and you're like, okay, I want to finish this, and then I'm done. Well, then there's this side quest you end up doing, and then all of a sudden, then you realize, well, I was supposed to get that done so I could go to bed, and all of a sudden you're like, well, damn, everyone's waking up now. I mean, first time I played Mass Effect 3, I plowed through that, and I lost track of all time. I mean, it was bad.
Well, it's like going into being... Okay, so you're in the movie. You're not watching the movie. You're in the movie, but then the movie turns into this long series while you're in the movie. And you don't even realize it. That's pretty much what happens. I'm going to go into this movie, and I'm just going to participate in this movie. Well, then it comes this like long series that never stops running. It's like, we're 19 seasons in. What the heck?
Yeah, and that's usually what happens.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, so we don't have any more stories, but we do have some free games from the Epic Game Store. Remember, get that two-form authentication going. Go ahead there, Oz.
So now and until the 7th, you can get Amnesia and Crashland. I know what Amnesia is. I have Crashlands. I didn't really look at it. So, and then from the 7th through the 14th is Death, which is another indie-style game. Or an indie game, but it looks good. I kind of clicked on it, watched a little bit of the video. So, but yeah, be sure to pick those up when they are available. Amnesia and Crashlands available now, and Epic usually throws in another one, usually midweek. So I don't know what that one is gonna be. We'll know midweek, but by then,
so
we'll move on to the next week stuff.
Trying to remember what Crashlands is. I want to say it's a cartoony twin stick shooter that may or may not have some roguelite elements in it, but I'm not sure.
I think that's what I saw in the video. So
yeah, I would think Enter the Gungeon type gameplay, if you know what that is. With more open maps than Enter the Gungeon, but yeah. All right.
But yeah, I don't think there are any games coming out this week or anything. So
no, I looked. There wasn't anything that I really wanted to say, hey, this game's coming out. I really look forward to it, because there was like titles that I would never buy. So
yeah. So ultimately, it's just we're kind of in that a drought for a little bit, I think, for AAAs or anything of value.
Well, hopefully with the Xbox thing coming out on the 7th, we'll get some things that release on that date, but we'll see.
Yeah, that is true. Hopefully. I mean, we got to get some good stuff going here. It's getting to be a little depressing.
Well, I still got things that I'm playing, like Sakura Wars came out last week, so I'm enjoying that, and of course Persona. So I've got plenty of stuff to do. I'm not hurting for content. I still want to get back into Watch Dogs 2, and probably going to go back to Dragon Quest Builders 2, and yeah, so I got stuff to play. I'm not worried about that. I don't know about you, but I don't know if it's cabin fever or what, but over like the last week, I've got like this nervous energy that just won't go away. So I'm thinking I gotta like start going I've been working out, been doing push-ups and squats and stuff like that in the room, and I'm thinking maybe I need to go for a walk or something just to get out. So I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like some anxiety just being inside,
Yeah.
Like I said, I tried to get out, even if it's just running up to the store or whatnot. I got to get out for a little bit, I can't just sit here all day inside. It just drives me nuts. So, yeah.
Finally coming out. It was supposed to come out a week ago, and I think maybe it did on Blu-ray, but I'm trying to get the 4K. And I don't know if the manufacturing got delayed because of COVID, but it's supposed to come out tomorrow. And then I'm also going to get a hard drive on Tuesday that's supposed to come in on Tuesday. Trips, and if any movies come up, I will try to get out of the house.
Yeah. Gotta get out a little bit. So.
Yeah, a little bit.
One of the game.
My wife's schedule hasn't changed at all. She's still going to work doing that whole thing, so.
Yeah, no, my wife's now off because she's pregnant and COVID-19, so she doesn't go much of anywhere, so we gotta drive each other nuts. So neither one of us get out, so.
Yeah, at least I have my days, even though I'm working, I have my days with just me here, so we're not driving each other crazy yet.
Yeah, my days are still pretty slow at work, so it's like, But maybe we should stream some just to do something to break it up.
Yeah, as long as I'm ahead on my videos that I'm trying to get out, then I can definitely stream at night. But I've been staying pretty far ahead of those, so we should be able to do something. Just gotta let me know. It's all around your schedule, because I can do any night I want. It's just, you've got full on family over there, so.
And one more in September. So yeah. But I think that's all we got.
Yep, that is it. So till next week, Buzz and Oz, we're out of here.
See you later.
Is the music starting?
I
I'm not hearing it. I hit the button. It's not going. That's all right.